My name is Langston 2092. Long live Langston. And this is Fast Money, Women, in My Life, Part 6. So, time is moving fast, And I'm working Monday through Friday. I'm busting my tail. I'm getting tired of busting my tail. Going to work. It's taking me 2 hours to get to work, 2 hours to get back. And then in between that, I'm working and I'm delivering packages, picking up packages. It's snowing. You know how New York snow is. And I just got tired of the hustle and bustle. Because overall, I never wanted to work. I just didn't. So, I'm doing that Monday through Friday. And then Friday afternoon, I'm catching Long Island Railroad, going over my cousin's house, taking heed. Like I said, my aunt wouldn't be there. She would go visit her boyfriend in jail. And we just had the whole house to ourselves for the whole weekend. And then on Sunday afternoon, I would go back, catch the Long Island Railroad, and I would go back home and wake up Monday and do it all over again. And I just got tired of it, and I would get into arguments with my father because, of course, you can't have two lions in one cage. It's just not going to happen. Eventually, one lion is going to kill the other, especially the lion that's paying the bills. He would see what I was doing. I'm telling to a certain extent, I'm not going to lie. I had no respect. I wanted to live my life the way that I wanted to live it. And I didn't want anybody to dictate anything to me. So when he used to say things like, man, you need to tell somebody where you going when you go blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, please get out of here. Every Friday I have my bags packed and I bounce without telling anybody. Back in those days, it wasn't no cell phones or nothing like that. I mean, people hardly had beepers. So I would go MIA. He wouldn't know where I'm at. And I just have to admit, at that point in time, I was just young and dumb. Just wasting my life away. I remember me and Toya. It was me, Toya, Nikki, the one that I was smashing out, her friend, and Toya's, the dude that was smashing Toya, my cousin. We were en route to Manhattan. I never forget it. We was en route to Manhattan and everything because Toya wanted to be a rapper, and she was going to this talent show. They had major record labels and stuff like that. They're scouting for talent, and we were getting messed up. I mean, we was just tore up, and I was so tore up, right? Toya was in the back seat. And I just was like, I had the 40 ounce in my hand, and I just, I went like this, like my hand went like that, and it just spilled all over her. She was like, yo, what the F? She was just screaming on me, right? So then we get to the place, and she's like, yo, I gotta wipe this stuff off because I smell like beer. I'm sitting here saying, my neck. Yo, Toya, we smell like weed too. Like, what are you talking about? So she gets up on the stage, and we rooting for her, we clapping and everything, and she just like, she had skills, but she was so tore up she just couldn't maintain it. And I could just tell you stories upon stories of things that we used to do. Like, that's when my father wound up finding out what I was doing. Because one time we went to the Tompkins Projects, and I went to go visit we went to go visit our uncle. And we went to go visit our uncle and everything. And of course, Toya knew somebody like on the 8th floor or something like that. So we went downstairs to the corner store, bodega, whatever, got some 40 ounces, rolled up, smoking and all of that. And like I said, in the 90s, it's like whatever. Ain't no cops around like that. So I'm walking, me and Toya and I are walking out of the building. I got a 40 ounce bottle in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking heat. I got the brown bag around it. You understand? I'm drinking it. So I'm not paying attention that my Uncle Emmanuel is looking out the window and seeing us. So, of course, he snitch. He calls my father and lets him know. But at this point in time, my father can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he did tell me, yo, you bugging. You drinking out in the open, da 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 da. But I was doing what I was doing. You see what I'm saying? And it just got out of control, and I got tired of the hustle and bustle in New York, waking up, doing 2 hours, getting to work, 2 hours getting home, and the whole thing of going to Glen Clove, Long Island, on the weekends. It was just getting like, it was just redundant. Like, yo, man, how high can you get? We smoking bombs, we giving each other shotguns, we got gas masks, we got it all, we doing it all. I'm banging out Nikki, and it just was like, yo, I'm tired of my father talking his stuff. I'm tired of it all. So I packed my stuff up and I took my black tail back to North Carolina. And when I got back to North Carolina, I definitely was New York flavor, head to toe. You see what I'm saying? Because I bought all my clothes there. I was there, and I was experiencing, New York as a young adult, doing what I wanted to do, and when I got back, some of the dudes that I was cool with, prior to me leaving, they didn't smoke weed and they didn't do none of that stuff. But when I got back, they was smoking weed. And of course, here I am, I'm fresh out of New York. They don't really know how to roll up. I'm a master at it now. Like, yo, you do this, da 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 da. And I just took my disrespect. I took my drug usage, drug addiction to marijuana and 40-ounce beers down south, and I stayed with my moms. My moms wasn't having me coming in 3-4 in the morning. Like my father would. He ain't really say. He said a lot, but I still did what I did. You know what I'm saying? My mother wasn't having that, so she was like, "Yo, either you coming in here at 12 o'clock at night. That's your curfew." I'm like, what? You must not know me. So make the long story short, I ran into a friend, Malik, the guy from Funky Bushman. It was him, Cosman, and they had got an apartment together. So they was like, yo, you can come stay with us. I wound up staying with them. And I never forget, I was at this place called Hayti Center, right? And it was a church. And the church was connected. It was a center connected to the church, and they were throwing a party, right? So I'm at the party. I'm in now, taking heed. It's literally a church. You know what I'm saying? The center is connected to the church. So in order to get to the center, you got to go through the church. And I'm surprised that they really had a party like that with hip hop and all of that stuff going on in the church. But that's what happened. So I'm chilling and everything, and that's when I started to get my hair braided. So I had cornrows, box braids, all of that stuff. And prior to that, my moms would never let me, grow my hair out. So, here I am. I got the box braids and everything. I got the bubble vest, goose jacket. I got the baggy jeans. I got the fresh buttered, Timbs with the tongue hanging out, bent over. All New York. All I needed was some fronts. That's all I needed, right? So I go in the club. I go into the center and everything, and it's packed. I go in there and I roll up right in the center, pulling, right? So then I'm tore up. I'm not lying. Like, I'm really, really tore up. Like I said, I'm young and dumb at this time. I'm tore up. So I lay out on the floor. This broad taps me on the back She says, I get up, and I'm like, yo. She says, yo, my friend want to talk to you. I look over. Now, taking heat, I'm laid out on the floor. I'm high. I look over, and it's this broad, 5'3", brown eyes. At that time, Poetic Justice was out, if I'm not mistaken, and she had the Janet Jackson braids, right? I'm sitting here like, whoa. I go over there, I talk to her, we talking and everything, we exchange numbers, and then next thing you know, one day I give her a call, she comes through, she cooks spaghetti for all of us. She made spaghetti for us, and I think she had made some Pillsbury biscuits or something. She made the homemade biscuits. It was like some Pillsbury biscuits or whatever. So that night, Kaz went somewhere and Malik went in the other room. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, we got high. All of us got high, and that was like Malik first time, and he just went to sleep. Kaz went somewhere else. I think he went to go see his girl. So we in the living room, me and the girl, and we chilling and everything. We talking whatever have you, and then next thing you know, it's like smash time. Hulk smash that. She gets up, she leaves. So we talking back and forth, and she coming through. I'm smashing that. If I'm not smashing that, in the apartment, it's in her car, it's wherever. Like she's down with whatever. You know what I mean? So time goes by, I'm seeing her, and things got boring again. Man, and I was like, man, I really don't want to be in North Carolina, man. I like this broad, she give good brain. Her brain, head, she, it's A+, you know what I'm saying? It's excellent, I had to school a little bit here and there, you biting me, now that don't work, you know what I mean? But pretty much she about 5'3", thick, butt, breasts, oh my God. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I really don't want to leave the broad, but I'm getting tired of North Carolina. So I packed my bags, believe it or not, and it was a dude that I knew that sold drugs. I knew it. He drove up, and he was gonna get whatever he got, you know what I mean? And, he was like, yo, you wanna ride with me? You don't have to pay me, So I go back up to New York, and this time I'm living with Toya. It was a difference. Monday through Friday, I'm with my father. Monday through Friday is a regular life, My father's not getting high, Maxine, my stepmom's not getting high, my two stepsisters are not getting high. But Toya is every day, and drunk every day. So I moved back, and my aunt says, you can't be here for long. You're gonna have to find somewhere to go. So I wound up going back to Airborne Express where I worked at. Lo and behold, it cost too much for me to get there and back. I wasn't making enough. If I were to have worked there, I worked there for 1 week. If I were to have worked there for a couple weeks, I would just be paying for me to get there and come back. So I'm caught in a conundrum. Like, oh man, I'm filling out applications, it's not working, and I decided to do something else. And I'm gonna end it there. Tune in for part 7. This is Langston 2092. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share the video. 1.